Alright, so my husband bought me a fancy little tripod, which is going to make like declutters and collection videos a lot easier, but it's a little bit like higher than my usual setup, which was like a selfie stick shoved into a vase with a bunch of socks. But I've got like 3 pillows under me to make me not so short, like this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing basically another installment of new highlighters, and some of these are newer on the market. Basically, they're just highlighters that have come into my collection that are new to me. I have tried them out and done all that. I'm going to swatch them and tell you which ones I think are a-okay and which ones I'd leave at the store. And I always regret doing this kind of video because anytime you be swatching any kind of highlighter, then you've got like glitter and shimmer and crap all up on you for the rest of the day. So that's gonna be fun. I figured we would start off with palettes. I am not going to go into too much detail about this one. I do have a review on it. This is the Flower Beauty Galactic Glow Holographic Palette. This is nice, but I would say if you're going to get a Flower Beauty highlighter palette, get their original shimmer and strobe one. These ones just aren't as creamy, as pigmented, though these 2 shades are very akin to the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. So if you're interested in that but didn't want to spend the amount of money on the Kat Von D, I would kind of recommend this, but if you're just going for overall highlighters, just get the first one. Another palette that I got, you would have seen basically all of this during my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Illuminating Palette. It does have woohoo. It's got 4 shades that are all like exclusive to here except for Diamond Lily, which I'm pretty sure they have made a permanent shade. We've got Sweet Peony, Diamond Lily, Wild Cosmos, and Blushing Azalea. I will say right off the bat, even just looking at these, like looking at them in the pan, it is not the traditional Mega Glow formula. This is Diamond Lily right here. Although they are really pretty, they are much more powdery and less of that like baked gelée formula we're familiar with. Also, all 3 of these shades got glitter all up in here. I've got Sweet Peony, Wild Cosmos, and Blushing Azalea going on here. You can really see the glitter up in that one right there. I mean, it's pretty, it's nice. It's disappointing that the formula has changed. Also, I understand it's Wet n Wild, but the packaging feels really, really cheap. But the like Mega Glow, the original ones, they have really nice, chic, sturdy packaging. If you don't like glitter in your highlights, pass. I would say take the $15 and get 1, 5, 10, 15, 3 of the Mega Glow, just original singles. Get 3 that you're really going to use because those are going to be better quality, and they have so many shades in the singles now. We got some Lime Crime up in here. This is the Fairies palette, and we have Magic, Moonlight, and Enchanted going this way. That height difference is really throwing me off. I really enjoy the Lime Crime highlighter formula. This palette is really nice. This shade is definitely the most wearable on an everyday basis, but I do like taking this one and starting with it and then layering, say, like Becca's Moonstone over it, so I get that glow and I get that purple shift, but it's not as intense. Then we have the Unicorns one going on here with even crazier colors. We have Happy Land, Frolic, and Daydream. Once again, what I really like to do with these, and start with these as a base, except for that one I'll wear by itself all day long. Start with these as a base and then go with a more neutral toned highlighter over top of it to give me even more glow and to just give me that subtle color peeking through rather than looking like I have a purple streak going across my cheekbone. These highlighters are not a must-have, but if you are into crazy colored highlighters, I will say I got these 2 when they were 50% off. I would have eventually got them normal price, but getting them 50% off is pretty great. They do have some more neutrally ones, but if you are drawn to these colors, I do enjoy the Lime Crime formula, and I would say these are a yay from me. Alright, next we got a crap ton of single ones. Let's start out with these 2 from Model's Own. I got it in the only 2 shades they have, which would be Golden Sand and Peach Pearl, which I'm not sure Why it's called Peach Pearl? Because if you look at this bad boy, I'm like, more like pink pearl. But oh well, I'm not a part of their creative team, so I can't say nothing. And then this one right here, let me just, ooh, doggy. You do this, like I swatched it and I was like, dang, that's some nice stuff right there. Ooh. This one is so creamy and pigmented. I dipped my brush into it and it was like liquid gold going across my face. This one just, And then this one, the Peach Pearl, is more reminiscent to, say, Becca Prismatic Amethyst or the Lilac Geode, where it's less intense right on that moltenness, but it's still really beautiful and kind of has that ka-cha, ka-cha. You turn and it shifts really nicely. So these two, yes. If you're a highlighter person, yes. Next up is the Pacifica Ice Ice Baby Mineral Hydrating Highlighter. Not sure how a highlighter can be hydrating, but you know, I need it. Just looks like this. Obviously more cool toned or pale skin friendly. It is very soft. Now I will say about this highlighter, it is not that full on glow. It is more of like a fancy shift highlighter. As you can see, it's got that like kind of pinky duochrome going on to it. I've got glitter all over my hands, which isn't everyone's cup of tea. What I like to do with this one is sometimes I'll wear it on my own when I want just like a little subtle shifty whatever, but I will put on a more flat, less duochromy whatever highlighter, and then I will layer this over top of it to give me that little dose of extra. On its own, it's okay. I think it's like $13. This isn't one that I would recommend and would say go out and buy it because it isn't something that I would just wear by itself on the everyday. Then we have 3 from JCat Beauty. These are their You Glow Girl Baked Highlighters. I picked up 3 shades. This one is in White Goddess. It is just a very simple, shiny, opalescent white gold going on. What I like about these is they are a baked product that is very pigmented, very reminiscent to the Makeup Revolution baked highlighters, which you all know I have a thing for. White Goddess, I would recommend. It is reminiscent to, say, Kat Von D's Thunderstruck, which I absolutely adore. So this one is a yay. Then we have Moonlight, which is just kind of like I've been trying to get into highlighters that actually match my skin tone because, you know, we can grow and develop as a makeup person. There it is right there. A little more subtle, I would say, probably just because it does melt into my skin tone really nicely, but the formula is super nice as a baked product. You don't have to scrape anything off. It picks up nicely with a brush, does not develop hard pan, so this one is a yeah too. And then the one that I was probably the most excited for, a lot of the shades were sold out, but this one is Mermaid Skin. As you can see, a little bit green and shifty going on there. This one is just so much fun. Like, it's green, but it's not like Jeffree Star mint condition stark green. And what I love to do, probably already seeing it coming, is take this one and start with it and then layer this one over top or the other way around so that I get that like subtle hint of shifty green going on. I just really like these. I think the formula is very nice for a baked product. Sometimes those can be a little but they perform really well. Next up are the Milani Hypnotic Lights Highlighters. I have 02 Luminous Lights and 03 Luster Lights. I think those are the only 2 that are available at Ulta. So that's what this one looks like. Beautiful imprinting, embossing. Now, these ones compared to their regular single highlighters are a bit more powdery, and they are like that Pacifica highlighter, a more shifty rather than a glowy. This one is Luster Lights here, more of like a peachy. Like, they're nice, but once again, if you're into that kind of like a little bit subtle but more shifty, they don't give you, when I apply them to my skin, they don't give me that like, yes, healthy radiance. They give me more of a like, look, highlighter is all shifty and nice. So these 2 I honestly wouldn't recommend. Not that the formula is bad. They just don't necessarily look the best on the skin, I feel. Then last but not least, I've got two Becca ones. Becca heard the masses and they decided to make Rose Quartz a permanent edition, which made me so happy because I wanted it so bad and I was like, never quite hit that buy button, and then they made it permanent and I did. I mean, it's a Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Rose Quartz. It's beautiful, it's perfect, it's pretty, it's shiny, it's metallic, it's everything I could want in a highlighter. And then we have the new Dreamsicle one, which is actually what I am wearing today with a little bit of Moonstone tapped on top to tone down that oranginess. I love this. I think it's going to look amazing on deep complexions. If you have a lighter complexion, just go a little soft, bring it down towards like a nice peachy toned blush, tap a lighter highlighter on so you just have that warmth kind of peeking through. I absolutely love this and I love it a lot more than I thought I would. Oh, I love talking about highlighters. There is going to be a third installment for the Sephora sale and the highlighters I got all during that. We'll talk about those. This first video seemed to get pretty good viewage and whatever. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what highlighters you have been loving, what you think about these highlighters. I love you. And as always, keep it real. Mwah!